I didn't want to tell you like this. We only just got back. I wanted to talk to you.
It's all right. I'm a little surprised, of course, but...
Amanda, I'm sorry you had to find out this way, too. But I want you to know that we love each other very much. And I'll do everything in my power to make Jennifer happy.
Amanda, I know what you're feeling. I can't believe it's actually happened. I was going to come back to Springfield from Paris alone, and Mark and I talked, and we were married there this morning before we came home.
Well, I love you very much, and I only want you to be happy.
I am. Happier than I ever thought I could be or had a right to be.
I wish you the same, Mark.
Thank you, Amanda. That means a great deal coming from you.
Well, we saw a taxi pull up at the cottage, and Amanda went down to say hello to Jennifer and welcome her home and invite her to come on up and join us.
Oh, good. That explains why I couldn't get in touch with her in Madrid. She checked out of her hotel.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hey, you look lovely.
Thanks, Kelly. That's nice to say. What a nice dress you've got on.
I was so pleased to hear you were out of the hospital. My grandmother told me.
Well, you can imagine my happy surprise when I came home from Chicago last night and found Carrie waiting for me.
Yes, I can imagine it was a surprise. You look wonderfully well, Carrie.
Thank you, Alan. That deserves a hug.
Sure is nice to see you.
Well, yeah, I'm just so excited to know that you're back in Springfield, Miss McCord. No, Kelly Louise and I have been here at Mom's ever since you called and wanted us to stay here.
Honey, wait a minute. Ask him to come for dinner tonight.
Oh, Mom wants to know if you want to come over for dinner. Oh, great, and then I'll pack in the meantime, then we can be all ready to go back to the house after we... Oh, well. All right, okay. Well, you can explain it all. Yeah, okay. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
What's the matter?
Mr. McCord wants me to stay here for a few more days because this Silas Crocker guy, he's either here in Springfield or he's on his way to Springfield, and Mr. McCord is convinced that Silas Crocker is the one who killed Professor Taylor and will stop at nothing.
And now, the award-winning Guiding Light. This portion...
And I still have 2 or 3 weeks of work left in Europe, but I wanted to fly back with Jennifer, of course. And talk to you and Henry about giving me a couple of weeks here before I go back and finish up. I'll take it as vacation time, of course.
I really can't think about all that right now, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
I also need to find someone to take over the lease on my apartment before I move my things in here.
Oh, well, that's fine. That's fine. I think I better get back up to the main house to my guests. I'd like it very much if you both came up and joined us. I had no idea my party would turn into this kind of celebration.
Well, good. I'll go put on a shirt. We'd be glad to go up and announce the good news to everyone.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to say or do. I'm sure once the shock wears off, Mother, I'll say all the right things, I promise.
Amanda, the only thing that I can say that makes any sense is I love Mark very much. And by some miracle, he loves me too. You know, we talked about the difference in our ages, and he has convinced me that we could only be happy together. I want you and Morgan to be glad for me because I have never been as happy as I am right now.
I'm glad, Mother. You deserve to be happy.
I'm so sorry to have to tell you like this. I know things are strained between you and Mark. I was worried how you would react.
Did he tell you why things were so strained?
Well, he said that you'd had a terrible argument and the last time you saw each other.
Well, it's in the past, and I will try to keep it there for your sake.
Well, good. I can't wait to tell Morgan and Kelly.
Well, I'll tell Morgan to come down here as soon as I get back to the house. I'll see you up in the main house when you're ready.
I know we both secretly dreaded telling Amanda, so perhaps it's best that she found out this way.
All I can say is it was the wisest decision that I've ever made. And I've never been happier.
Well, once we get the boarders, Ted, we can all sit down and have a nice dinner with Mr. McCord.
Look, I know you're in a big hurry to move out to Mr. McCord's house, but if he feels that you and the baby will be in some sort of danger, I want you to stay right here.
The dogs are going to be out, and Mr. McCord is going to be back. I'm going to be perfectly safe.
Yes, but I'll be worried sick. Now, I know I've never put my foot down before concerning anything about Kelly Louise, but I will if you try to move out to Mr. McCord's house when he's warned you against it.
Oh, really?
My daughter is the most important thing in the world to me. You have to know that. Leslie Ann and I are very much in love, and I hope that we have a future together. But right now, Kelly Louise is the most important thing to me.
Floyd, according to our agreement, I have the final say where the baby's...
I don't want to start any arguments, but agreements can be changed if they need to be. Now, I won't be able to get any sleep if I know that Kelly Louise is in danger.
Come on, Lola, Floyd's right. There's no reason to take the baby back out to that house as long as Mr. McCord thinks that creep's coming to Springfield. Or maybe already here.
Why are you two ganging up on me like this? I'm not going to put the baby in any kind of danger.
Well,
are you crazy?
Good. Then it's all settled. Okay? Listen, I have to go upstairs and change my clothes before dinner because I have to go to work right after. See you later.
Yeah. Listen, I just want to tell you again that I'm sorry for jumping on you earlier, but you keep hitting that same nerve.
Look, I know you're real touchy about that, but I knew it was your night off, and nobody knew where you were, and I was with Derek, and he said that Hillary had other plans, so I just put two and two together.
Listen, I have very important reasons for not wanting this mouthed all over Springfield, and I know you love to talk to people.
I am not going to say anything. I have enough to worry about in my own life without worrying about you and Hillary and Derek. I just don't want to see anybody hurt, that's all.
Nobody will get hurt if you keep your mouth shut.
So, where's Maureen tonight?
Oh, she said she was going to work late, and then she's going to stop at Dr. Bowers and go swimming before she comes home.
It's getting pretty serious, isn't it?
I don't know. All I know is that she's happier than she has been since she came home, and that makes me happy, too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Me too.
Yeah.
What are you looking at anyway?
Because you love to talk about other people, and what's going on between Mo and Dr. Bauer is their business and none of yours.
Listen, I'm going to go upstairs before I get any more brotherly advice that I get every
Just remember
day.
what I told you.
How could I forget? You keep saying it over and over again. Nola, keep your mouth shut. Get out of here. Quiet, shut. Nola, I thought you were getting along.
So didn't I, Ma, but she just gets to me sometimes.
Well, it wasn't a secret. Is that what you're trying to imply? Tony and I are friends. We had dinner. There's nothing wrong with that.
Hey, I'm not trying to turn this into some sort of jealous argument.
Well, I'm glad because it sounds like that's where it's headed.
No, it isn't. I promise you. I know that since we aren't living together, we have to operate as free agents, but I think it means also that we should be doubly honest with each other during a time that's difficult for both of us.
Listen, I'm sorry for flaring up. Maybe you're right. Maybe I didn't want to tell you yesterday. I thought I thought you'd be hurt because I was having dinner with someone else after Vanessa made that big deal out of inviting us to the hideout.
Well, I did miss you a lot last night at Morgan and Kelly's. Matter of fact, when Morgan called, I almost didn't go because seeing Kelly reminds me of what went wrong between us. Now, I'm not saying that it's Kelly's fault. That's not the point. I don't know, maybe more than anything, I'm bothered by the fact that they're so happy together, and I just wish things were like that for us.
Derek, maybe if I say something right now will help. I think on evenings when we're not together, we should move around on our own and try to put our feelings for each other in perspective.
Well, the only drawback to that arrangement is that I don't care to move around with anybody but the lady that's sitting right across the table from me. Since Vanessa told me that invitation of hers is a standing one, you want to have dinner with me tonight at the hideout?
Yes, I would. As long as this subject of Tony is settled.
Hey, it is. And I'll tell you what, to prove it, after we're done having dinner at the hideout, we'll go to Wyatt for Sound, and we will dance ourselves delirious. Terrific. Here you go, darling. Can I fix anyone else a drink?
Me, I'd love another one, please.
All right.
Yes,
Thank you.
I could use it.
Sure.
Here. You think you should cool it on the liquor a little bit? You're on medication, you know.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to take it.
Hope it. You're going to tell Sarah about this, aren't you?
I will, Ross. I will. Just for tonight, I'd like to relax and have a good time. Is that okay? Alan.
Yeah.
It's going to seem awfully strange not having you around the office.
Oh, it doesn't seem strange to me. I'm loving every minute of it. Here you go.
Thanks.
Ross?
I'm loving every minute of it, too, and I hope that you both will come visit us as soon as we get settled into our new house.
Oh, we'd love it, but I still have to put in a garden for my wife, even though it's rather late in the year. And by the way, I could use any advice either of you could give me. My talent is not lying.
Well, Ross, I think we ought to can that idea.
What are you talking about? You love gardens.
Good drink, Alan. Thanks.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'm back, finally.
Ah.
Hi, Kelly. How are you?
Good.
Amanda, I hear that Mother is back. Is she coming up? She'll be here in a few minutes, but she wants the two of you to go down there. She has something to tell you.
Oh, okay.
Sure. Excuse us.
See you, Horace.
Hi, Ross. Gary.
Listen, I have been acting as bartender in your absence. How would you like a drink?
Oh, I'd love one. How about a scotch? The way you drink it?
Coming right up.
Thank you. Hi, Ross.
Hi. What's wrong, huh?
Nothing.
Now, I know you better than that. What's the matter?
It's nothing, Ross. Don't worry about it.
Here you go. Well, why are you trembling?
Well, I got some rather shocking news when I went down to the cottage. Jennifer will tell you all about it, but I'm just trying to deal with it myself.
Really?
That's the best news I've ever heard.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Morgan. I'm glad you feel that way.
How else could I feel?
That's great. I couldn't be happier for both of you. It's terrific.
You know, Mother, I just hope that you and Mark can now be as happy as Ellie and I are.
We'll continue with part 2 of Guiding Light in a moment.